In this training video, I am going to tell you 11 incredibly powerful questions you can ask in your interview. So if you are applying for any job role with any company, please make sure you stay tuned. And just very quickly, please tell me the name of the job you are being interviewed for in the comment section below the video, and I will give you some extra tips to help you pass. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I am here to help you get every job you apply for and receive the highest salary possible. And also give the video a like, because that tells me you find these training videos useful and it motivates me to create more great content for you. Okay, let's get started with the training video where I tell you those 11 incredibly powerful questions you can ask. Here we go. Now, at some stage during your job interview, most probably at the end, the hiring manager is going to say to you, "Do you have any questions for us?" Now, the majority of people respond by saying, "No, I don't have any questions," because you covered everything in the interview. Saying no is a missed opportunity. Now, I recommend you ask the hiring manager 3 smart questions from the 11 I am going to give you in this training video. But before I do that, let me tell you the 4 questions you should never ask in an interview. If you ask any of these questions, you will probably fail. Please write these down. The first question to never ask in a job interview is, what does the job entail? Now, that is a terrible question to ask in an interview. You should know what the job involves. Make sure you read the job description before your interview. Don't say, "What does the job involve?" or "What does the job entail?" It tells the hiring manager you are ill prepared. So don't ask that question. The second question to never ask in an interview is one that lots of people ask, but they end up failing as a result. What does the company do? Again, this is an awful question. Again, it says that you haven't done any research. Make sure you quickly research the company before your interview. If you don't do any research, it just tells the hiring manager you couldn't care less which company you work for, and you will likely move on to a different company soon after starting work. Do not ask that question. The third question to never ask is regarding the type of benefits that are on offer at the company. Don't say, "What kind of benefits will I receive?" That tells the hiring manager you are more interested in what you are going to get in the role than what you can offer the company. And also, do not ask questions about salary too early. Okay, wait until you are offered the job before asking what the salary is. Or they might say to you during the interview, "What are your salary expectations?" And then you can discuss the pay. Now, the fourth type of question to never ask in an interview is regarding time off. Do not say, "How much time off will I get?" or "I've got a holiday coming up soon, can I have time off?" You shouldn't ask questions about time off, because it tells the hiring manager you are already thinking about not being there and you haven't even started work yet. So those are the 4 type of questions you should never ask in your interview. Let's now start working through those 11 incredibly powerful questions you can ask, and all you have to do is choose 3 to ask at the end of your interview. Write these down. Question number 1 is a brilliant one to ask the hiring manager. And that question is, what advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in their work for your company? Now, this is a really smart question to ask, because it tells the hiring manager you are open to feedback, and that means you will continually grow and improve in the role. So the question is, what advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in their work for your company? The second question to ask in an interview is, how does this position contribute to the company's overall success? Now that is such a smart question to ask, because you are trying to find out what you will need to do in your work to make sure the organisation or team is successful. It's a great question. The third question you can ask in an interview is, can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role and their responsibilities? Now, as you and I already know, teamwork and close collaboration is essential in the vast majority of job roles. And this question tells the hiring manager you fully understand how important that is. Can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role and their responsibilities? Now, if you ask this question, the hiring manager might say to you, let me take you and introduce you to the team so you can find out what they do. And that would be a great thing to happen in your interview. The fourth question, smart question to ask in an interview is, what's the best thing about working for this company? This is a smart question. It's a feel-good question that gives the hiring manager the opportunity to talk about something they love, the company. What's the best thing about working for this company? It's also a great question because it shows you are positive and you want to find out how great it's going to be working for this organisation. Question number 5. What opportunities are there for professional growth and development in this role? What opportunities are there for professional growth and development in this role? That's a clever question to ask because it tells the hiring manager you want to continually improve in your role. Write that question down and consider asking it at the end of your interview. Question number 6 is one of my personal favourites and one that I would definitely ask in an interview. What is it that the top performing employees do in this company to achieve success? What is it that the top performing employees do in this company to achieve success? That's a great question because it tells the hiring manager you understand that success leaves clues and you want to replicate the same level of work that the top performing employees do in the company. That's a great question. Question 7 to consider asking is, how would you describe the company culture and leadership style? Such a good question. A company culture is vital if the organisation is to achieve success. And you want to know what the company's culture is like to see whether it aligns with your career aspirations. And you also understand by asking about the leadership style that you are going to be accountable in your work. That's such a great question. How would you describe the company culture and leadership style? Question number 8 is another one of my personal favourites. How do you see this role evolving over the next 2 to 3 years? Now, this is a really smart question because it is subtly telling the hiring manager that you want to build a long-term career with their organisation. It's a great question to ask. How do you see this role evolving in the next 2 to 3 years? Interview question number 9 is definitely going to grab the attention of the hiring manager. What are the most significant challenges the company is facing, and what can I do in this role to help you overcome them? That's a great question. What are the most significant challenges the company is facing, and what can I do in this role to help you overcome them? Smart question. Interview question number 10 is the third one I would ask in my job interview. Is there any additional information I can read to learn more about the company while I wait to hear the result of my interview? That's a great question. You're telling the hiring manager, look, I want to find out more about the company, even though I haven't been offered the job yet. Is there any additional information I can read to learn more about the company while I wait to hear the result of the interview? If you asked me that question in my interview, I would be impressed, because it tells me you genuinely want to work there. Now, in a second, I'm going to tell you how you can get access to my brilliant job interview preparation pack. It's a fantastic resource. But before I do that, let me tell you what the 11th most incredibly powerful question you can ask in an interview is. And that question is there anything about my background or ability that gives you hesitation in moving forward? It's a great question, because if the hiring manager says to you, well, I'm a little bit concerned about your lack of experience, you can address it right there in the interview. It's a great question. Is there anything about my background or ability that gives you hesitation in moving forward? So there you have it, 11 brilliant questions to ask in your interview. I recommend you choose 3 from the 11 to ask the hiring manager. Okay, let me now tell you how you can instantly download and access my ultimate job interview preparation pack. Here we go. To download this job interview preparation pack, click the link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. This is a formidable resource, and it's going to help you beat the competition at every job interview you ever attend. That I guarantee. Here's what you get. You will get my salary negotiation script. I will teach you how to give a brilliant answer to the question, what are your salary expectations? You will also get 17 additional great questions to ask in your interview. You will also get my brilliant body language techniques training. I will teach you how to instantly reduce nerves and create a brilliant impression throughout your interview. You will also get my 30, 60 and 90-day plans for interviews. This is a brilliant document you give to the hiring manager when answering the question, why should we hire you? It will definitely help you stand out from the competition. You will also get my top 25 best words to use in an interview when describing yourself. And you will also get my job interview closing statement. I will teach you how to close your interview professionally. And as if that wasn't enough, you will also get my ready-made CV and resume templates and an additional 50 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions. If you want all of this in your inbox right now, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for passing your interview. Have a great day.